Welcome back to another video. So in this one, I'm going to just be telling some stories I've had from college. Excuse my voice, I've got a bit of a cold as of recently, but just gonna plug through. So college has been way different than high school. Obviously, just living on campus and meeting a whole bunch of new people and not being close to much of my family anymore. It's way different than I was expecting it to be. But the craziest thing that's happened recently is it actually didn't happen recently. It happened during the tours that I was doing. So I get to the tour, and I'm going with my dad because we're just touring the college. It's a really nice place. And, yeah, they didn't have housing for me, which was just crazy. So I get there, and I'm talking to some people, and it turns out that there wasn't specific housing for touring groups, which I thought there would be, because my brother toured this college, and when he toured, there was housing for the touring people, but it wasn't for me. So I had to check into my dorm early, even though I didn't have like my ID or anything, because you need an ID in order to get through the door. But I was able to just kind of slip by in. I'm not really sure how I was able to do it without anybody noticing, but I did it somehow. So I was able to sleep in my dorm, and obviously I didn't bring stuff to stay overnight. So I think I used a towel as a blanket and a backpack as a pillow. But we persevere. We persevere. I've slept with worse. So that was that. And I haven't really had any crazy things happen since then. I've been moved in and stuff. It's been nice. One of the differences I noticed at college is the course load. One thing that struck me weird was my classes are much easier than the ones I had in or high school. For some reason, my high school experience was much tougher than college. I went to a pretty tough college or high school, so I guess that would explain it. But other than that, the most annoying thing about my classes is how spread apart they are. I've got one class on a day that starts at 9:30 in the morning, then another one that starts at 12:30 in the afternoon, and then at 5 p.m. at night. So I'm just completely spread out throughout the entire day. Uh, it is nice because I've got to get stuff done in the middle of the day, but I would much prefer to just have it all done at the beginning of the day. So in terms of friends I've got here, one of my good ones is my roommate. Something I didn't expect is I'm not actually that much of a gamer. Now you might be thinking, Cosmeticboot, what are you talking about? You have a Minecraft YouTube channel, you've devoted hours to a video, you are absolutely a gamer. I am not. I can spend at most maybe 2-3 hours on a computer at a time before my eyes just start to burn, but I learned the hard way that spending any more than that will absolutely drain me. And I learned that when I forgot my key in my room, and the only way I could get it back is if I waited for my roommate, and he was playing Fortnite on another computer, so I had to jump on Fortnite for the first time, by the way, and play for 5 hours, and then he eventually came back to the room and I was able to get in. I have done my best to not lose my key ever since, because I cannot spend more than like 3 hours on the computer at a time. Other than that, nothing really crazy has happened. Or actually, no, something has crazy happened. So I remember I'm a music major, and I was sitting in one of my classes, and all of a sudden somebody says, "Oh my goodness, in one of the parking decks there's been a fire set by one of the cars." So everyone's kind of rushing over to see what happened. I don't have a car on campus, so I didn't really worry about it too much. But in one of the parking lots, there was a car that got set on fire, and nobody really thought too much of it. I think the police maybe suspected foul play, but they just kind of let it go, until 2 weeks later when a second car caught fire, and I was really astonished at that, because, 2 car fires in a row in, like, the span of 2 weeks, both suspected to be foul play. It was crazy, man. But other than that, college has been fine. Yeah, so I sent out a Q&A to you guys, and it didn't seem like any of you wanted to answer any of those questions, so I see how it is. Maybe next time there'll be questions for me to answer, but in the meantime, I'll see you guys later.